What's up, people who watch my videos? MHHauser321 here, playing some Contra on the NES. We're in the final installment. We are on to the last couple of levels. Not much left to do. By far, the levels, these levels you'll see in the end here are the hardest. It goes like, I don't know, I find the snow level the hardest, but this one is really hard too. Just because of the sheer amount of enemies. There's another factor that comes into play here too, is that you don't know where you can and can't jump sometimes. Like certain platforms might actually kill you. Like they might actually like here, well, this is like died like 4 times learning how to get past that. You know what I mean? Probably more than 4 times now. It's impressive. Look at my skills. They're really good. But yeah, so certain platforms, it's just hard to know what will kill you and what won't. I think that was an example of one later on. I'll show you. But yeah, I mean, the final level and the conclusion to this game is actually pretty cool. I mean, the graphics, they did a really good job on the art design for this game. You know what I mean? Make you really feel like you're in, a war zone or an alien taking over air. It's not cheesy, is what I'm trying to get at, which is good. Sometimes it can be cheesy, and especially with the NES and the graphics and stuff, it can be pretty corny. I'm not going to name any names though, but we'll see if we can get through it. I don't think. I'm trying to think now. This boss at the end of this level is actually pretty easy. It's like compared to, or is it not this level? It might be the level after this. We'll see. I'll tell you when we get there whether it's the easy boss or the hard boss. There's a big man you have to jump over a bunch of times, and that boss is hard. Which is this one. Yeah. Okay. So this is the hard boss. Like there's really no way. There is a way. I've seen it on the speed runs of this game to avoid him. Like right there. That's how you do it. You jump over him. But you see my hitbox. It looked like my jump was gonna make it there, but it's just like you barely touch his box, and you take damage and lose a life. I mean, remember, if you take 1 damage in this game, you lose a life. There's no health bar or anything. But the strategy, you're seeing it right here. It's not to get hit by that. But you shoot at him, you shoot at him, you shoot at him, he jumps, he does whatever, and then when he starts to cross sides, you jump over him. And I, for a long time, tried to run underneath him because I didn't think I could jump over him, but after I watched a couple videos on it, you actually are supposed to just jump over him. So, this level that was the hardest boss in the game, besides maybe the last boss, but this level has the easiest, probably the second easiest boss in the game. And here's another thing. This is what I was mentioning earlier. It's really hard to know the hitboxes on those things. I know it looks pretty simple, but at first you don't know if you're in the safe zone or you're not when you're running underneath it. So it takes some time, some adjustments. You know, these things too. Like I thought you could jump on top of them, but you can't. I don't think you might be able to jump over them. I'm pretty sure you can't. I actually think you take damage when you try to do it, so who knows? There's an interesting thing about this game that in the European version of this game, or whatever, they actually had a different name. It was called Proboctor or something, like Probotector. And they did that, and the actual the guys aren't actually guys; they're actually robots. They changed their sprites. They changed the sprites of some things and some other things too, and it was because of some what's the word I'm looking for here? Censorship in some countries. Censorship stuff in some countries. So certain countries didn't want, like the violence. I guess it was violent to them. It's nothing compared to what they do these days, but it's a drop in the water compared to the violence you see in games today. But back then, I mean, it's big deal, big time. This is a big time for them. This is what's the current games, and if you, I'm not sure, but they just think I would say they think the the shooting aspect of this game, and certain, like, shooting other human beings could be conceived as violent video games. Whatever, take it or leave it. You got your own opinion to make. But, you know, it's interesting. I didn't know that until I got older. Like, and it's just the same thing like with Super Mario Brothers 2. Like, nobody knew that that game was actually, like, not the real Super Mario Brothers 2 in America. I didn't know that they had a second game like that, you know, or a different name in a different country. It's weird the things they do, and they don't tell you about it. Wonder what will come out over the years with other current games. You know what I mean? Check this out. This is a pretty neat section. You have to go back and forth and dodge it. That's rough. See, right there, that guy spawned at the very last minute. It is like, how was I supposed to know to block or just duck there, you know, without actually playing that part before and knowing there's going to be a guy there. Excuse me. I do think that the Contra 3, I think it's called Contra 3 Alien Wars, is a Super Nintendo version of this game. Is it like one of the best games? And this is the boss I was talking about. So watch what you do. To cheese him, you run up to the door and just shoot like this over and over again. You can turn around and kill those guys, but, or you can just take the damage and just shoot right into the little spot. You don't even have to play like the, see, I'm getting caught in a bad pattern here, but you want all the guys to be dead and you just stand up there and shoot, which is like not something you would expect. It's not even a boss per se, it's like a gate. But this is the final stage, the alien's lair. And basically you're gonna see some stuff that resembles some other stuff. Who knows if it's copied or not, I don't, but maybe it was just popular at that time, who knows. So here we go. So these guys, they don't really take a whole lot of skill. The hardest part there is killing these little projectiles that shoot out of them. It doesn't do anything else. You don't want one to get behind you because it'll hit you and take a life. That's basically it. And then they split off like that sometimes too. So if you have the spread shot, everything dies faster. Whew, that was a good jump right there. Skill. And you don't need it, but it would really benefit you to have the spread shot for the final boss, like killing the final boss. Did I just get it? I did. I don't remember if this is if I die and come back to it. I think I do, to be honest. Well, I use a continue here. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Let's see how much faster everything does. It just gets shredded with the spread shot. You know, I've always wanted to do. Hush, hush, shh. Sorry about that. I've always wanted to do a playthrough of oh, I don't think that's gonna work. I always wanted to do a playthrough of Metroid, to be honest. And I've said that before, I think, on one of my playthroughs, and it's just a game that takes a lot of time. Like, being able to beat it successfully. You happy now? You happy you got that bark out of the way? Come here. Stop barking at stuff, huh? So this is the final boss. Alright, it's basically the heart of the alien that's taken over. And the first thing you need to do is kill these, I guess you could call them spawners on the top and bottom. Once you do that, or actually you only need to kill them on the bottom. Alright, once you do that, you just stand here and spam as much as you can. And if you have enough lives, see I have 3 lives left. I don't know. I think that I have to redo this. No, I got it. Okay. So that's it. And you know, with the Contra Konami code, it's pretty easy. I mean, to be able to get here. Actually, I wouldn't even say that. It's not. I lied. So here's some of the story. Okay, you're on an island. Didn't know that. The island is blown up, and you're flying away in a helicopter. And that's it. Wait, wait, no, there's more. See here, now you get some information and stuff. So, and that's it. That's the game right there. That's the boss. That's the infamous Contra. You are now a hero. I mean, I actually like it. I would play through it again, like I said, and I would recommend it to anybody. I've been thinking a lot about lately about what I want to do with my channel and more stuff, and more videos, and what type of games I want to play. So if you have any suggestions and stuff for future projects, and I appreciate you sharing. You don't have to. There's no requirement, but it'd be nice to have somebody put some input in and see what they think. I honestly don't make videos to make money or anything. I just make them for fun. Like, I enjoy playing these games. I've never monetized anything, so some people, you know, suggested that, and I was like, well, I don't really want to go there, to be honest. But yeah, overall, good game. It's a bunch of names we don't recognize here, but I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the likes, the shares, and all the subs you guys have given me over the years, and take care. See you in the next project.